Okay, hi everyone. So today I decided to do a new fall inspired, more Christmassy type tutorial. As you can see behind me, I have a whole bunch of Christmas stuff up already. I don't know, this year I just felt like getting into it like earlier than like I did last year, so that's kind of where I'm at this point. So that's what I kind of tried to base my tutorial on today. I saw this photo on Instagram and like it was so beautiful. It was like this girl and she was so bronzed and it was just more like contour colors for her eyes and it just looked so nice, and it was a little bit, it ended up being more dramatic than I thought it was going to be. So please like and subscribe if you liked this video, if it helped you out. Hopefully this is something you guys want to wear to like a Christmas party or just out and like a night on the town. And I will see you guys super soon, and thank you so much for watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to start with my foundation fully done and my translucent powder setting on my face. I did my eyebrows, so right now I am just priming my eyes with Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC, and I'm using my Morphe G14 brush. I'm applying a generous amount of this. Sometimes if you don't put enough on, it doesn't work as well as it could work. So just make sure you put like a decent amount. You don't want too much, you don't want too little, you just want the perfect amount just so that it looks fully saturated on the eyes. So now I'm going in with the Anastasia contour kit. Every single one of the eyeshadows that I'm using today is in the big face book from Anastasia. So every single color that I'm using is in the contour palettes. Some are in the dark and some are in the light palette, just so you know. I'm going in right now with Banana, and I'm just coating that all over just to set my Soft Ochre Paint Pot, because I like when there is a setting powder or any type of eyeshadow or powder on top of my base. It just makes the eyeshadow that you're going to go in with and blend with a lot more easier to blend. So I'm putting that pretty much everywhere. So now I'm going in with cream soda, and what I'm doing today is I'm really putting it's going to look really intense at first because I have no other contour on my face and my face just looks like one white blank canvas. But when I start to contour the rest of my face, it will start to look more like cohesive altogether. So I'm pretty much putting this all over my crease. Like I want to go where my eyebrow meets my nose, like in there, I want to contour in there, and we're putting the lightest color, our lightest transition shade all over. So I want it to be really smoky. That was the look that I was going for. I want it to be like going down my nose, like into my contour. So now I'm going in with Earth, and I'm using an M139 Morphe brush. This is just to darken up. So I'm not going to take it absolutely everywhere that I took the last color cream soda. I want to kind of concentrate it. So I want to concentrate it in my crease area. So we're going to be just going in the crease of both eyes with this color. So yeah, just back and forth and just make sure that everything's blended fully. I'm gonna end up going in with the brush that I used in the beginning, the M330, and I'm just kind of going to blend them all together. Just back and forth, just making sure everything is blended. Because right now it looks really crazy, but once all the rest of my face goes on, like all the contour on my face, it will look really, really good. So now I'm going in with 10K. This is also in the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. This is kind of more like a highlighting shade. So this shade is like a highlight for somebody with a darker skin tone. I'm using it as just kind of like a little bit of a pop of shimmer. So now I'm going in with Mink. This is the darkest color in the kit that I think that they have at all. So this is just kind of going to define the eyelid a little bit more, just to make a little bit more of a crease shade color. And again, I'm just kind of smoking it out. I want it really smoky, really dramatic for contour shades. And again, I'm just kind of brightening up that 10K because it kind of got lost a little bit. So I'm just putting a little bit more on the lid. I want it to also kind of highlight the tear duct area, so I want there to be a little bit more of that color, the 10K, in where the tear duct is, just to make it so it's not so dark We want a little bit, so your eyes look more open. So we're going to add a little bit of lighter color. I'm also using the highlighting color in the contour kit for fair skin tones. I can't remember what it was called. I didn't write it down. So now I'm taking a Sigma pencil brush and I'm using cream soda to go in first, and I really want my bottom lash line to be really smoky. So I'm putting this, like, a generous amount of this under my eye, and I want to match it up with the smoked out kind of shape that I have on the outside edge. So I want it to look cohesive. I want it to look kind of really dramatic and smoky and just really like dark around my eyes. So again, I'm doing the same thing on the other side. I am taking cream soda again, and I'm using a Sigma pencil brush. And I'm just taking that all over under my eye. Because right now it looks like I'm like dead, and I have like, my eyes are like bulging out of my head. So I'm going in with a flat precision brush, and this is from True Fiction, and I'm using Earth just to kind of darken. So this is going to go closer to my like waterline. So this is the color I want to concentrate near my waterline and my lash line for my bottom lashes. And then I'm just kind of going in and I'm blending them together. So now I'm taking a brown pencil, eye pencil, and you can use any kind. This is just a no-name one that I got in my makeup kit. It's just a random one. So if you have a specific brown eyeshadow, or if you want to use black, you can totally do that. I just think that browns, I want to stick with browns just because it's more contoury. It will look more, it will look better with all the dark colors. We don't have any black going in, so I want to use all browns for this. But that's just me. And I'm just kind of blending them, just making sure that the eyeliner doesn't look like chunky or anything like that. So I'm just kind of blending them together. And going back in with a flat precision brush just to darken it up a little bit. Just smoking that out some more. So again, I'm taking the lighter highlight shade that I can't remember what the name is, and I'm just kind of going near the center of my eye. So now I'm taking a Morphe M320, and I'm using my MAC NC30 powder. I was going to use like everything contour kit, I was going to use it all from Anastasia, but then I decided that I like the powder from MAC better. That's just me. I find that it blends a lot better. It has good pigment. Yes, the Anastasia Beverly Hills probably has more pigment, but it also sometimes looks a little choppy for me. Like, it doesn't blend. It's not as like velvety. It's not as creamy as the MAC powder is, but that's just me. That's my personal preference. So I'm just going in with my absolute favorite powder, which is the Studio Fix by MAC. And I'm just putting that all over my face just to add color, because I was super white before, looking like a ghost from all my translucent powder that I like to set with. So I ended up going in with some of the Anastasia contour colors, and it just was too ashy. Like, it looked really dark and like too gray for me. So I ended up going in with NC35 by MAC. Just because it has a little bit more, or sorry, NW35, because it has a little bit more warmth. So I am using a Sculpt and Blush brush from True Fiction. This is a number 906. This is my personal favorite contour brush. Right now, at least. I did quite a big shop at Morphe. I went online and got a whole bunch of Morphe brushes, and I thought that I got like this certain contour brush, but I didn't end up getting it when it came, which kind of sucked. But I'm going to actually look on Sigma, and I'm going to look on a whole bunch of different brushes, like brush sites, to see if there's any different kind of contouring brushes, because that's one of my favorite things to do on my face. It just really transforms the way someone looks, especially like if you have a more rounder face. So please comment below if you have certain brushes that you love for contouring. It's nice to hear from you guys, and for you to let me know different products, and I like hearing from you guys also, like as I said before. This is the brush that I got. I can't remember what this one's called. It's just like a really, really flat, precise contour brush. I want something that's a little bit more fluffy, that's a little bit more round, like more of like a blush type brush. But for right now, that's the one that I have for contouring specifically. And I'm just going and I'm contouring my nose just because that's another one of my favorite things to do as well. So I'm just taking my MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder, and I am using it with a little powder puff, and I'm just kind of sculpting my cheek contour. Kind of sharpens it up a little bit. Just to add a little bit more highlight, I'm just kind of going over the high points of my face. So for the lashes I'm going to be using, I'm using Koko lashes in Goddess. They're really thick and my lashes are super straight, so I'm just putting on a base of mascara first, just so that they have a little bit of a curl to them. And I'm just kind of wiping away my translucent powder quickly. So I applied my lashes already, as you see here. So I'm going in with Laura Mercier Highlight 01, and I'm just kind of putting that. It wasn't as much of a highlight as I wanted before, so I just added a little bit more pop of highlight. And now I'm all over the place right now, sorry. I did everything like really backwards. So I'm going in with MAC Cheeky Bronze. It's a mineralized blush type thing. Some people use it as a highlight, some people use it as a blush. I like it as a blush, me personally. So now I'm going in with Laura Mercier Highlight 01 yet again, because I'm jumping all over the place. And I'm using a Morphe M501 brush. I'm just putting that on the high points of my cheeks right now. And then I'm going on the tip of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. And a little bit on my chin. So now I'm just doing a second coat of mascara just to make the lashes kind of stick to the falsies. Like, this look just looks so nice when you put the lashes on. It literally makes like so much of a difference. I took my eyelashes off because they were really bugging me yesterday, and like I just looked at my face and I was like, this doesn't even look remotely as good as it did when I had my eyelashes on. So I'm just coating the bottom lashes as well. And now I'm taking the Laura Mercier highlight yet again, and I am just going on my brow bone underneath my eyebrow, just to make a little bit of shimmer there and back in my kind of tear duct area. So now I'm taking a Merle Norman Face No. 6 brush. I love this blush. I love this brush to apply my lipstick with. I'm going in with MAC Diva. This is one of my favorite lipsticks ever. Like, I absolutely love this color. It's so rich and it's so like luxurious. Like, when I look at this lipstick, it's just like, it looks expensive. Like, it just makes you look expensive. I love it so much. The only thing it kind of sucked because like I depotted all of my lipsticks at a little while ago, like at one time, and I melted them down. Like, I didn't just like scrape them out with a palette knife and put them in like a palette. I actually melted them all down. So I swear to God, I have lost pigment from it. Like, it's not the same. Like, they look the same in the palette, but they're not the same when you put it on. Like, this color could have gone like 3 times darker than it is right now. So that's the only thing that I find that kind of that sucks about like depotting things and melting them down. I won't ever do that again. So just a little tip for you guys: if you're gonna depot anything, like any kind of lipsticks, just use a palette knife and scrape it all out, and then just like smear it in the palette and then just kind of push it down, because I swear you like lose pigment, or like you lose like, I don't know, like something in the lipstick. It doesn't ever look the same. So that is the final look, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. And hopefully this helps you out for any holiday things that you want to do. It's a really like classic look for anyone. So thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. Oh, it's bloopers time, I guess. Oh, you're really gonna come in right now?
Bitch.
Oh fuck. Like, I'm literally filming like right now. I'm gonna make like a bloopers thing this time because it really...
Sorry.
It's all good. It's okay. It's just Cassie. It's just Life by Cassandra, that's all. Just making a fucking entrance, that's for sure.